Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Rei Hotoda and I'm the music director of the Fresno Philharmonic. And this is the Green Room series where we get a chance to meet our players in the Philharmonic in an intimate setting, kind of in an informal conversation with each of us. So I thought it'd be really great to introduce our bass section and our principal bassist, Andy Butler. Hi, Andy, welcome.
Hi, thank you. It's great to be here.
And our section player in the bass section is Heidi Franklin. Hi, Heidi, how are you?
Hi, Ray. Doing great. So good to be with you.
Wonderful. And we are introducing our new associate principal bass, Sukyung Chun.
Hello, nice to meet you too.
So glad you could all join us this evening for the Green Room series. First of all, Andy, how long have you been playing with the Fresno Philharmonic?
It's been 24 years. I joined the orchestra in 1996, and under Raymond Harvey was music director at that time. And then we had Theodore Kuchar, and now we're thrilled to have you as our new music director, even though you've been with us for a few seasons now. But it's been great for me to sort of bridge the gap between three music directors and just sort of see how the orchestra's grown and really improved.
Oh, thank you, Andy. Yes, this is my third season now. And Heidi, how long have you been playing with the Philharmonic?
Oh gosh, my first year was actually in 1978, 79, and I played for 1 year and then left the orchestra for a while and was playing up in the Bay Area for a time and then came back because, well, actually my husband plays in the trumpet section, and when we got married, I had my first baby, and so I ended up staying in Fresno. So it's been a long time.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, Sukyung, you are our new associate principal bassist, and
Yes.
welcome. Unfortunately, we have not had a chance to work together yet.
I know.
As soon as you were hired in March, we had to shut down because of COVID-19. But can you tell us a little bit about your background?
Yes. So I did my undergrad from Seoul National University, which is in Seoul, Korea, and I did my graduate certificate from both USC and Colvin Conservatory, and now I'm doing this is my coming second year of my master's program at USC as well.
Wonderful. We're really excited to work with you on stage on Soroyan someday soon, hopefully very soon. I want to share a little excerpt of Tchaik 4. This is the third movement. It's the Pizzicato Ostinato, and it features the basses. Well, I have to correct that. It features all the strings, but highlighted are the basses in that video there with Andy and Heidi playing the pizzicato section there. So do you remember that performance of Tchaik 4 a couple of seasons ago, Andy and Heidi?
Yeah, definitely. That spot that you showed is kind of incredible because if you look at the hands of the bass players, we're basically playing on every beat. We're going bump, 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 bump. But the rest of the orchestra is doing sort of an oompa where they have to play off the beats from us. And it's always tricky because the basses are the foundation, but everybody has to sort of stay with us. So every now and then there can be a little bit of a time tug and war, but that was a really nice performance that I just saw that we did. So I'm grateful for that.
Yes, and Andy, being a principal, can you tell us your role as principal bassist of the bass section?
Sure. So any of the principal players, predominantly the strings who lead a large section, our job is to sort of act as a conduit between you, Ray, the music director, and our section. Sort of we're like a general. And we make some decisions behind the scenes as far as how to set the bowing directions or maybe some specific musical dynamics and things like that. But when we're actually playing on stage, our job is to watch you interpret what you're doing and where time is existing as far as where the beat is falling for the orchestra, and then to try to give some demonstrative gestures that help the section but don't distract them, so that they're also seeing me out of the corner of their eye and they're seeing you. And so I feel like the principals and yourself sort of work as big points of reference for everybody else to sort of find time together. And then, of course, if there's a problem or an issue, I could ask a question and address you directly. But I'm sort of like one of your right-hand men.
Exactly, and I really love our bassists. All the players are fantastic in our section. But I wanted to ask you, Heidi, any stories you want to share with us about being in the bass section for many decades now?
Go ahead, Pat. A long time. Yeah. You think I was thinking about what kind of stories, like if something extremely funny or whatever, but I have one that just happened this year, actually. Not so funny, but kind of sad in a way, actually. Our February concert, I believe it was when we were doing the Rachmaninoff 2 with Barry Douglas and then the Shostakovich. And at one of the rehearsals, I believe it was the Friday rehearsal, I was leaving my home, and I'm always very careful carrying my bass out the door, and it slipped out of my hand and it hit a counter. So I arrived at the rehearsal. I mean, you never knew this, but there was a big crack in the bass and the top was coming kind of off from the side. So there was some buzzing going on at that Friday rehearsal. And then Ben Green, one of our section players, was nice enough to come over after the rehearsal and temporarily glue it so I could get through the weekend, of concerts and of rehearsals and concert, and everything was okay. But I wasn't playing extremely loud during that concert because I was afraid the bass was going to explode. So after the concert, it went to the bass hospital for a time, for a couple of weeks, and now it's all fine. But you hate that when something like that happens, and it was totally my fault.
Oh no, that's horrible. And I can't even imagine carrying a bass instrument everywhere you go. I mean, tell us a little bit, maybe Sukyung, you can share with us your travel, efforts with the bass, just the size of the instrument and its hindrances sometimes.
Sure. I mean, I purchased my car last fall, which is like before that time, I always take an Uber or Lyft to carry my bass to if I have a concert or rehearsal, and then I always call over and live in it. That's such a huge, it's really stressful because sometimes the driver they reject me because it won't fit. But please believe me, I done this before more than 1,000 times. And yeah, now I have in my car, which is not big car. We usually my car is hatchback, so all the chairs are lay down, and then I put my bass on, and then.
Okay, that's the other question I have. Do you have to bring a stool everywhere you go?
Yes, I need a stool. So every time bass and my stools are together.
That's amazing. That's a lot of material to cover. Any hopes and dreams right now that you have for being sequestered right now? What are the things that are helping you through this difficult time where we're not able to perform together? Andy, can we start with you?
Sure. This week I had a lot of distractions, which was great. I was working for a summer festival in Idaho, teaching online, doing Zoom seminars, which was a brand new experience for me. It's really fun. It's like the Brady Bunch with all the kids up there. There's 9 pictures of them. And so that's been a great distraction. But before that, I was just discussing with a colleague today, because all the orchestras are trying to figure out what our plan is and how to go forward. And I think the really important thing is to make sure that, first of all, our audience and our orchestras stay healthy and that we're able to survive intact to the point where we can begin to play concerts again and the audience can come and see us. And I just want to make sure that we keep the ship solid between now and then. That's been my main goal. So I've been encouraging the different executive directors that I work with and the different committees that I interact with to do what we can to really hold ourselves together till we emerge from the pandemic and can actually start to even think about performing live again.
I totally agree. I think it's really important, especially, things like this where we're doing interviews and being active in the community. Any way we can, I think it's really important, even if we're not able to perform together, to really show the community that our organization is important to the community, but that we can, bring hope, bring music to all of you when we are able to do so. Heidi, any projects you're working on right now, or are you, cooking? Are you exploring your culinary skills?
I am. I mean, from a musical standpoint, first, I have been revisiting concertos from many years gone by, and that's really been a wonderful thing, working on, Kusevitsky and Dittersdorf, Dragonetti, and I'm finding that I spend a lot of time, now I'm not practicing for a specific concert coming up, but I'm doing a lot of work on Bach cello suites, and I find it kind of meditation for the soul. I just really enjoy doing that. When I watch too much news and I feel a little anxious, that seems to calm me down a bit. And then non-musical things, yes, a lot of cooking. And but now I've pivoted to plant-based meals and a lot of exercising because it was getting kind of out of hand for a time. So I'm back on the health wagon, as it were.
And are you playing duets with your husband who plays trumpet?
I am trying to get him on board on that, but so far he's not. I think we have artistic differences. I think that's
Sukyung, what are you doing these days to, I know we have a video that we have posted on Facebook sharing your solo elegy there. Can you tell us a little bit about what else you're doing?
Sure. So right after the pandemic, I was still in the middle of my semester at USC. So I did all my classes with the Zoom setup classes, and we done it. We finished it, I think, beginning of the May, and then after that, which is really thankful, my professor David Allen Moore, he offered it like kind of USC summer base camp. So we had like weekly lessons and studio classes, and after that we are still doing it. I'm still I haven't been participating till next week, and I applied it to other music camp, which is our WA-base summer camp, leading by Hal Robinson, who is a principal bass player at the Philadelphia Orchestra.
Oh, wonderful.
And yes, and the other one is the DSO Summer Institute, the Detroit Orchestra. They just I think this is the first year they're doing this program, and yes, we had a wonderful week doing all the program. It was really intense, but it was really helpful, and I learned so much things. And yeah, the solo playing, the elegy was one of the project from the WA-base. So I recorded, and then one of the staff there, he helped me. It was not real piano. It was all the computer. He made it for me, the accompanist. So yeah, I've been really kind of busy, and yeah, I'm doing really good.
That's great. And I would encourage everyone to look on our Facebook page and watch this about 5 minutes solo. It is so beautiful, and how you go up in the high registers is it's so lyrical and beautiful playing. So I really encourage everyone to take a look at our Facebook page and take a look at that. So now our final question to all of you is, what would you like to say to the Fresno audiences, the Fresno Philharmonic audiences, and the community at large? Can we start with you, Andy?
Sure. Well, first, I just want to thank everyone for their support. Our audience in Fresno has been so wonderful for so many years. It's great to see the people in the concert, and they're always so enthusiastic about our performances, and the energy that they bring to the concert hall really makes a difference for us as performers. So I want to thank them for all the years they've been doing that. And I would just say, just sort of cocoon for now. Come to the broadcast to see Ray and the other Philharmonic musicians, and stay healthy. And we're really excited to see everyone when we can finally get back in the Soroyan and all make music together again.
Great. Thank you. And Heidi, what would you like to say?
Well, I'd just like to say, I think all our musicians really miss performing together. I mean, we really are like a family, and I miss seeing familiar faces in the audience. And I just look forward to the day when we can all come back together and just share that musical energy from the stage to our Fresno audiences.
Thank you. And Sukyung, I know you haven't really met our Fresno audiences yet, but I know they're excited to meet you. So
yeah,
share with them.
Sure. I mean, I already have great experience with my audition, like right after the final round, and then I felt like they're so kind, and all the orchestra members are so nice to me, and I feel this is the kind of like a general the Fresno community as well. So I'm so looking forward to seeing all of the audience next year, hopefully earlier as possible. Yes.
Great. Thank you all so much for participating. I want to end with just a little bit more of the segment of the Pizzicato Ostinato from Tchaikovsky's Symphony No. 4. This is the third movement. And again, we're going to feature a little bit more of the orchestra. So Sukyung, you can get to know a couple more faces, but also that the audiences can hear our orchestra together. So here's just another little segment. Thank you all for participating today in the Green Room series. I want to thank everyone for watching. Please, all of you, stay safe and stay tuned for our next week's segment when we feature the wind section. Thank you all. Goodbye.